Looking for a great breakfast place with amazing food and wonderful service? Well, here we are at one of my favorite restaurants in North Phoenix, Original Breakfast House, and honored to be here with the owner and founder, John Stidham. John, I appreciate your time today and look forward to this. Tell me a little bit about Original Breakfast House and what brought you to Phoenix and all that good stuff.
Well, I moved to Phoenix to retire about 8 years ago, moved from California. Didn't like it, don't play golf, so I got bored real fast. Been in the restaurant business for over 40 years in Central California, mainly Monterey, Carmel area. Went out to breakfast and lunch for a year and decided I was bored and I needed to get back in the business. Found this location right in front of Genesis Church here on North 32nd Street. It used to be a restaurant for years, closed up at the time. So it all started then, 6 years ago.
And is this leaning towards California theme now, or just certain aspects of it?
We take the California theme pretty seriously. When I first moved here, I noticed a lot of restaurants with a Chicago base or New York base. I said, we're still West Coast here. So we've incorporated the decor, the background music, the style of food, a lot of Mexican dishes too, so Southwest California cuisine.
Awesome. And what would you say are some of the most popular dishes on the menu right now?
Well, that's interesting because it changes so often.
Sure.
We do the most amazing specials. I got a great chef in the kitchen. We collaborate on things. Right now we're doing things like a tropical French toast, a mocha loco with boneless short ribs.
Wow.
Last month we were doing pastrami hash. A lot of things out of the box. On the menu, our deep fried French toast with fried chicken and eggs is probably the number one, and chicken waffles.
And we're off of 32nd Street in Thunderbird, as you mentioned earlier. The real estate market has changed a lot over the past 10 years or so, and this location for your restaurant's been here about 7 or so. What changes have you seen in any as the real estate market has changed?
But the biggest thing I've noticed in the last 10, 15 years is the influence of social media. It used to be location. I've had triple the rent I pay here in tourist type areas, high volume areas. With social media, if you really execute well, you don't need that. You don't need to pay the high rent anymore. I don't need to be on Camelback. If I move my restaurant to Camelback or Scottsdale Road, I don't think I'd be any busier. So why? So social media helps a lot.
Definitely. So relying on a lot like Yelp, Google, places like that where you're very well ranked right now?
Sure, excellent, very good.
And where do you see the restaurant industry going? Where are the main changes happening right now and all that stuff?
Well, we're kind of stuck in a time warp, as my customers tell me.
But that's good.
We're a cash-only restaurant, in fact, and we're pretty much an old-school diner, and it works for me. The business is going a different direction, so luckily I'm not going to be around 30 years from now in this business, probably. But all the Uber Eats and all the delivery services are taking a bite out of a lot of restaurants. The higher minimum wage is affecting some restaurants negatively. But the restaurant business is strong. It's going strong. Everybody likes to eat out. I'd rather be in this business than any other business.
I noticed recently that you're in the running for Best Brunch in Phoenix, and leading it, actually.
That's always nice. We get a lot of awards. Number 1 on Yelp and Google, 4.7 or something like that. So people do recognize we do a great job. I got the best staff. I got to tell you, Blair, I've been in business almost 50 years now in different locations. I've got the best staff I've ever had in 50 years. They're great, and it shows with the way people receive us. So yeah, we get a lot of nice awards.
So a couple things. So when my wife and I first moved in the area, we lived not too far from here. We had driven by this location quite often and always saw the blocks that are out front that have the letters on them, and always wondered, it was obviously a restaurant. We saw different signs that indicated there was food here, but didn't understand what that was about. And then one day we decided to come here with our daughter, who at that time might have been 1 or 2, don't remember exactly, and have been coming ever since. And every time that we've come, she's older now, so we don't necessarily play with the blocks anymore, but really just love that it's from our experience, very child friendly. And the blocks just bring a whole different atmosphere along with the surfboard and everything else that you have here. You've done a wonderful job at creating that atmosphere. Talk to us about what made you do that or drive you to do that and create that atmosphere for that.
I'm a grandpa, and I want to have a family restaurant. I want to be inclusive. So many higher-end breakfast restaurants, any restaurants, don't seem to really welcome kids. I know restaurants don't have high chairs. Kids bring parents. Yeah, I remember years ago when my son was in a high chair, in the middle of the dining room because I was cooking and his mom was waiting tables, and somebody was complaining that the waitress brought the kid to work with her. I threw him out.
Right.
I like kids. So putting the blocks out front, making it a fun atmosphere inside. We got the Beach Boys background music, stuff like that. The surfboards up. We say aloha and mahalo. A little Hawaiian tossed in there, the California theme. We just want to be happy.
So for anyone looking for an amazing breakfast place with incredible service that you will remember in a very, very good way, I strongly recommend that you come by Original Breakfast House. Visit John. Every time I've been here, I've seen him. Wonderful family atmosphere, great location, not too far from the 51 freeway off 32nd Street in Thunderbird. John, the hours again are?
7 days a week, 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Awesome. Well, thanks for watching, and definitely stop by Original Breakfast House, say hi to John, and enjoy your meal.